welcome out to Bryan High School, where tonight the Bryan Lady Bears play host to the Indians of Wauseon here on the Golden Bear Sports Network, presented by BMU. Good evening, everybody. I'm Chris Malenga alongside Caleb Zuber, and I'll tell you what, Caleb, we have had a rough go with the last game. This game's a tough game, and then Monday night you have a tough game, so we're in the middle of a real tough three-game streak for the Lady Bears.
Right, and when you go back even further, you talk about the Holiday Classic, they played a good Fairview team, a good Paulding team, so this stretch here for the Lady Bears is really, really challenging, and I think it's gonna pay off in the end when we get to tournament time, playing these types of teams. It's just another big game and a long season for the Lady Bears tonight, and it's a big game for Wauseon too.
Well, the Napoleon game, you know, the Lady Bears outscored Napoleon for the last 3 quarters of the game. It's just that first quarter that was really tough for them.
Right, and we were talking earlier, Chris, and I brought up the fact that, you know, Napoleon's a team that's played in a lot of big games before. You know, they have experienced a deep state run last year that unfortunately got cut short. But Bryan Lady Bears really haven't played in those high-stake, high-profile games yet. This group, I'm talking, and you know, that was kind of their first taste of like a real tournament atmosphere kind of thing, and you know, they came out kind of flat. But I'll be interested to see how they come out tonight in another big game and see if they can kind of have a better start than they did the last time out.
Absolutely. We are in the Bryan Ford Lincoln pregame show. I had a chance to sit down with Coach Todd Grosjean this morning, chat with him a little bit about this game. So we're going to take our first time out. When we come back, we'll hear from Coach Grosjean after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Newcomer Schaefer, Spangler, and Breininger is a great group of experts with a common goal: to serve the legal needs of this area with the greatest degree of integrity and excellence. Along with that, they respect and support the athletes in tonight's game for their determination and teamwork. An attorney's relationship with their client is like the one between a coach and their player, a position of trust. Newcomer Schaefer, Spangler, and Breininger are proud supporters of all the athletes and wish them continued success.
How would you like an opportunity to expand your business, start a business, or move your current operations to a place with high visibility? Misty King of Amerimaid Realty has office space for rent on South Portland Street inside the Community Health Professionals campus. This massive space offers an office, storage room, large central room, and access to a community room and shared bathrooms. It would be perfect for an eye doctor, physical therapist, hearing aid center, retail space, meeting room, professional office, and more. Phone Misty today at 633-4997. 633-4997 and ask about 1215 South Portland Street.
The Bryan Parks and Recreation Department would like to wish the Bryan Golden Bears good luck in tonight's game. The Bryan Parks and Rec offers a wide variety of classes for you during the entire year and an array of sporting events all year long. Check out what the Bryan Parks and Recreations Department has going on at bryanparksandrec.com or like them on Facebook. The Bryan Parks and Rec hopes to see you in one of the many parks that Bryan has to offer and enjoy the facilities. Questions about the classes or rental of one of their facilities, call 633-6030.
As we enjoy football this fall, we're reminded that winter isn't that far away. Now's the time to get your furnace checked out, and you can do that with confidence by calling Stark's Plumbing and Heating Services. Take advantage of $25 off on the fall furnace tune-up. Also, if you're looking to purchase a new Lennox system, ask about an offer of up to a $1,350 rebate or 6 months no payments on qualifying Lennox equipment purchased between September 7th and November 27th. For all of your heating and plumbing needs year-round, call Stark's Plumbing and Heating Services today, 1-800-329-40.
Paul Rohrig at the Fackler Monument Company in Montpelier, Ohio. We know it's not easy to select a memorial in a time of sorrow, so we invite you to visit us as part of your pre-planning.
I'm Sally Jo Metzger. There's no high pressure, and by talking to us now, there's no stress. Just good information for you to make your choice.
At Fackler Monument, we feature the largest indoor memorial display in the tri-state area with a variety of colors, shapes, and sizes.
The Fackler Monument Company of Montpelier, Ohio. Check us out online at facklermonument.com.
At American Family Insurance, they know your life has many moving parts. From your 4 wheels to your hard-earned home and the financial future of your family, they'll cover the things that matter most. Bundle your home and auto policies for possible savings and add life insurance for convenient, future-focused protection so you can keep dreaming towards what's next. For details, contact Danielle Van Atta, agent. Call 419-636-0408 or stop by 1318 East High Street, Suite A in Bryan.
Configuring the Bluetooth, deciding who controls the music, remembering where you parked. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your vehicle doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like remembering if you're on the 3rd or 4th level of the parking garage. That's simple human sense.
Contact Rick Taylor Insurance Agency of Bryan for more information today.
This, Mr. Stanton, is the Ford F-150. It is the all-time best-selling truck in history of the world. Recently intercepted engineering designs show that it, the new Ford Mach-E, and the Ford Bronco are about to cause dramatic changes to the transportation industry. Your mission, if you and your team choose to accept it, is to expose these revolutionary vehicles to the world. This message will self-destruct.
Are you interested in a bachelor's degree? Did you know you can get your start at Northwest State, save thousands on tuition, and get your credits transferred to the four-year school of your choice? For more information on the NSCC Bachelor's Bound Pathway, contact our advising center today or stop by. All roads begin at Northwest State.
Are you looking for a mechanic that really knows how to repair both foreign and domestic vehicles? Let me recommend Dave Brown at Jason Dietz Customs and Collisions. Dave has spent the last 25 years diagnosing and repairing all makes and models of vehicles in Northwest Ohio. And he's now teamed up with Jason Dietz on State Route 6 just east of Edgerton. So if you're looking for a mechanic that can fix the problem that your last mechanic couldn't, think of Dave Brown at Jason Dietz Customs and Collisions.
Athletic Boosters invites you to become Bryan Strong. In the past 3 years, the Bryan Athletic Booster Board of Directors has purchased new women's basketball uniforms, new football uniforms, and the Athletic Wall of Fame you can see in the hallway next to the gymnasium at Bryan High School. They have also made donations to the Bryan Soccer Association for the Lighting Project and the Bryan Swim and Dive teams to offset the cost of YMCA diving board and pool equipment. With your contributions, we can accomplish even more. Become a Bryan Strong corporate patron today. Go Bears!
At Krill Funeral Service, we know family is a broad term. A family member comes in all sizes and shapes. They can also be fluffy with 4 legs and a tail, but they're all part of your family. They can go on vacations with us. They're at the center of the parties, and often they're the ones that are there during the toughest of times. When the time comes to say goodbye to those very special family members, we at Krill Funeral Services are here with an environmentally friendly choice for aftercare. Krill Funeral Services, we're here for your entire family.
Tonight's broadcast of Golden Bear Sports is proudly streamed by BMU Cable and High-Speed Internet. BMU is your hometown local provider for digital HD cable and high-speed internet. Call BMU today at 419-633-6100 or visit us on the web at cityofbryan.net. Go Bears from all of us at BMU.
Welcome back out on the Golden Bear Sports Network. Chris Malanga alongside Coach Todd Grosjean of the Bryan Lady Bears. And Coach, tough game against Napoleon, but they're a good team, #1 team in the state. And if it weren't for our first quarter, you may have got them.
Yeah, unfortunately, our start wasn't what we had envisioned. And, you can't do that against the #1 team in the state. Shoot 1 of 11, I think we were. And it wasn't like we were taking bad shots. It was just we couldn't get the lid off. And we were rushing a little bit. And I think we had 6 turnovers in the first quarter. Ended up with 12 for the game. So you eliminate that, I think we outscored them the remaining 3 quarters. And so we're right there.
You did. You outscored them the remaining 3 quarters, and you played really well against them the rest of the way, too. I think that's probably one of the best games they've seen as far as teams they played.
Yeah, I was really proud of our kids. They hung in there. They kept playing defense. They didn't panic. We got some stops there in the second quarter, and the start of the third quarter, we dug into it and put a little pressure on them. And they don't usually see that.
Right.
They get up on teams, and a lot of times teams just kind of pack it in. And our kids were pretty determined to stay in the game.
Yeah, and the only loss that they have had is to Notre Dame, a team you're going to see next week. But we won't look ahead to them. We do want to look ahead to your league game with Wauseon tonight. And, Wauseon is no slouch. They have done pretty well. They're 7-2. Their only losses have come to Fairview and Napoleon. So, I mean, this is another team coming in where you guys are going to have to play an A game.
Yeah, absolutely. And obviously we played them twice last year, lost in overtime over there. in the league game, and then had the opportunity to play them in the tournament game. And we had a couple leads late, and just couldn't get it done. Couldn't get a couple shots to fall. And so I hopefully our kids are motivated. They obviously can't look past Wauseon. I know they graduated some kids, but I think our kids are going to be pretty focused.
What is the difference between the Wauseon team and the Bryan teams from last year and this year?
Well, obviously, Wauseon had a couple seniors, the Ashelman girl and their post player both graduated. They still return one of the best players in the area in Marissa Seiler. So we're going to have to deal with her. We had Reese Grotehouse for the tournament game. We did not have her in the league game over at Wauseon. Unfortunately, that was the game. If you recall, Kelly Miller went down in that game, tore her knee up, and so we unfortunately lost her there. Those would probably be the two biggest differences. We have Reese back, and obviously most of our kids were on that team from a year ago.
Talking about the Seiler girl, she had the game high 20 points in that win, and then she had 11 in the win in the tournament. What do you need to do to stop her?
Well, I think the tournament game, we did a really good job of keeping the ball out of her hands when she gave it up, and I think that's probably going to be the case again. We're going to limit her touches as best we can. She's obviously going to score a little bit. We just want to make her work for every point she gets. And make some of the other kids step up that they have and score the basketball. The P-Lock girl at the point she's really improved. She's extremely quick, goes hard to her right hand. We're going to have to keep her in front of us. And their post player, Meyer, was out last year with a knee injury. I don't think she played in the tournament game, but she was recovering from that. And she's left-handed. Strong girl, plays inside, and we're going to have to deal with her on the inside. So their first five are solid. Their bench is a little thin. Their numbers are down. I think they have 13 girls total. So, we've talked about it in previous pre-games. We want to get into their bench if we can, and I think that'll be to our advantage.
Because our bench is a little bit deeper.
Yeah.
Yeah. What other things do you need to do to defeat Wauseon?
Well, we obviously got to take care of the basketball. Hopefully we'll have a better start than we did on Tuesday. Just our focus. I think our kids are going to be really determined, having lost to them twice last year. It's a league game. You can't take anybody lightly in our league. Everybody can play, obviously, with 7 wins, and their 2 losses are to 2 pretty formidable opponents. They beat Delta, which gets your attention in a hurry. Sure. Our kids they can't obviously look past Wauseon.
Yeah, well, we wish you the best of luck tonight, and hopefully you come out with a league win and go 2-0 in the league.
I appreciate it, Chris.
All right. We'll be back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
This, Mr. Stanton, is the Ford F-150. It is the all-time best-selling truck in history of the world. Recently intercepted engineering designs show that it, the new Ford Mach-E, and the Ford Bronco are about to cause dramatic changes to the transportation industry. Your mission, if you and your team choose to accept it, is to expose these revolutionary vehicles to the world. This message will self-destruct.
Back on the Golden Bear Sports Network, Chris Malenga, Caleb Zuber here, and the Lady Bears looking to get a second league win against Wauseon. Wauseon, I just looked again, and Wauseon is also 1-0 in the league. They're 7-2 overall, but they have actually played Delta and Archbold in non-conference play, and then played Archbold again. They've beat Archbold twice, and they beat Delta just by 2, though, and that's an indication that this team's going to be trying for the top of the league.
Right, and that, like we talked about in the pregame, Chris, like this is a big game for both of these teams as far as the league. Every league game is a big game, but when you know that these are one of the 2 teams that are probably going to be there at the end on the last weekend fighting for that first spot, it just makes this one that much more important. Absolutely, and
again, Bryan coming off of that loss against Napoleon, I think they probably grew up a little bit during that game, and I think that this that this game would be a good win for the Lady Bears. And when you look at who they lost to, Wauseon, they lost to Fairview, and it was a 9-point loss, and we beat Fairview. And then they also lost to Napoleon, and their loss to Napoleon was a lot bigger than our loss.
Right.
And then you also talked about Defiance.
Right.
Defiance.
That Defiance game, Wauseon was kind of up, Defiance came back, but Wauseon ended up winning at the end. And so, yeah, those are some common opponents that they have with us. But, it can't be understated, Chris. This is a big game. And if Wauseon with Seiler, who's averaging 20 points a game, if they can get her going, and maybe Rabbi too as well, if they can have like a big game, this could be a close one coming down the end. It could go either way.
The key for the Bears, though, as we talked with Coach Grosjean in the pregame there, not a slow start. We got to have a fast start.
Right, and we looked at the Napoleon game, 18-2 to start out that game. Napoleon was up, and I think that's the biggest thing to watch for early, Chris, is how are the Lady Bears going to respond after their first loss of the year? We haven't seen them off of a loss. Let's see tonight how they respond.
Absolutely. We are in the Bryan Ford Lincoln pregame show. I want to take this opportunity to thank the sponsors bringing you the game tonight on the Golden Bear Sports Network. They include Bryan Ford Lincoln, Jason Deach Collision and Custom, Bryan Athletic Boosters, Overland Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, Veteran Services of Williams County, Northwest State Community College, Crow Funeral Service, BMU Cable and High-Speed Internet, and Grimm Paints, all bringing you the game. Thank you so much for your sponsorship of the Golden Bear Sports Network. Bryan at 8-1 overall, 1-0 in the NWOAL. Wauseon at 7-2 overall, 1-0 in the NWOAL. And now we don't want to look ahead, but after this game, the Lady Bears will face Notre Dame. Grace Van Sluten is one of the best players in the country, and she has a lot of Division I offers, and she's the 16th ranked player in her class.
Right, and so it's crazy, Chris. And you think, like, we were talking about this before the game, like, you can't treat this as a trap game. The Napoleon game earlier this week, you're looking forward to Monday against Notre Dame. You got to take care of business in the league tonight.
Absolutely, and as you said, these two teams, one of these two teams will probably be in the league race, or both of them, as we head to the final week of the season. So it'll be interesting to see how the Lady Bears handle things tonight. And again, a quick start, as Coach Grosjean thought. And then, how do you control a person that's scoring 20 points a game? That's a key.
Right, it's kind of a preview of what we might see Monday as well. So both Wauseon and Notre Dame have a girl that scores a lot of the bulk of their points. So let's see how we defend Seiler tonight.
All right, we are going to take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have more after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
At Krill Funeral Service, we know family is a broad term. A family member comes in all sizes and shapes. They can also be fluffy with 4 legs and a tail, but they're all part of your family. They can go on vacations with us. They're at the center of the parties, and often they're the ones that are there during the toughest of times. When the time comes to say goodbye to those very special family members, we at Krill Funeral Services are here with an environmentally friendly choice for aftercare. Krill Funeral Services. If you have a do-it-yourself painting job that really matters, you need professional-grade PPG paint from Grimm Paint Supply, located just north of Bryan at the intersection of County Road G and County Road 15. Whether it's interior, exterior, deck or barn paint, industry alkyds, and Durethane, Grimm Paint Supply has everything you need, including brushes, rollers, and trays, and can mix your specific color right there on the spot. When you use a professional grade paint, it may cost a couple bucks more up front, but it will keep you off the ladder and end up saving you money in the long term. If the paint job really counts, call Grimm Paint Supply, 419-633-4979.
The Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Last year, over 390 people in Ohio were killed because someone chose to get behind the wheel impaired. This is Lieutenant Bob Ashenfelder of the Ohio State Highway Patrol's Defiance Post. As part of the patrol's ongoing effort to contribute to a safer Ohio, troopers will continue an increased focus on impaired driving arrests in 2018. But we can't fight this battle on our own. We need your commitment to plan ahead by designating a sober driver or call for a ride. If you drink, don't drive. Keeping children safe on Ohio school buses is a priority for the Ohio State Highway Patrol. This is Lieutenant Bob Aschenfelder of the Defiance Post. Safety on the roadway is a shared responsibility. Even though motorists are required to stop as a safety measure, children should always look both ways before crossing the street and remain alert to any sudden traffic changes. Together, we can make this a safe school year.
Tonight's broadcast of Golden Bear Sports is proudly streamed by BMU Cable and high-speed internet. BMU is your hometown local provider for digital HD cable and high-speed internet. Call BMU today at 419-633-6100 or visit us on the web at cityofbryan.net. Go Bears from all of us at BMU.
It's Wauseon and the Bryan Lady Bears doing battle. We're going to send it down to our public address announcer, Aaron Hughes, for tonight's starting lineup, being brought to you by American Family Insurance, Danielle Van Atta, agent.
Now let's meet the teams. First of the visitors on the scoreboard, the Wauseon Indians. Starters for Wauseon, number 5, Autumn Pilak. Number 11, Chelsea Raby. Number 15, Marissa Seiler. Number 31, Cadence Carroll.
So it's Raby.
And number 35, Haley Meyer. Varsity coach is Dan Seiler. Varsity assistant, Shelly Borton. And now let's meet the starters for your Bryan Golden Bears. At a guard, 5'7", sophomore, number 11, Reese Grothaus. At a guard, a 5'3", senior, number 20, Brooke Lamberson. At a forward, a 5'10", senior, number 32, Chloe Antigo. At a forward, a 5'9", senior, number 5, McKendry Steamer. And at a forward, a 6-foot senior, number 10, Shalyn Miley. Varsity coaches Todd Grosjean, JV coach Kathy Lamberson, varsity assistant Colin Walker, and assistants John Miner and Joe Good. Ladies, let's play ball.
There you go. There you go, the starting lineups here for the Lady Bears and for Wauseon. And the one to watch, Marissa Seiler, a 5'9" junior, averaging 20.6 points per game. Going to be interesting and a challenge to hold her off. Chris Malenga and Caleb Zuber here on the Golden Bear Sports Network, presented by BMU. If you're watching on BryanSports.com or BMU Channel 3, thank you. And if you are listening on Q96.5, thank you as well. We are excited to have you here tonight for this one. Should be a good game. It'll be Shalyn Miley in center, being tipped with Chelsea Raby. And we'll see how the Lady Bears can do here after the first tip. First tip is up, and it goes back to the Lady Bears. Chloe Antigo will bring it up. Antigo goes to the right side. Reese Grothaus is there. Grothaus will drive, then dish over to Miley will come in, then Antigo. Antigo on the right wing, back to Miley. Miley goes baseline, puts up her jump or layup, no good. Rebound comes down and taken by Seamer, and Grothaus will put the first points of the board on.
Great offensive rebound for McKendry Seamer to get the Bears an extra shot there. Reese was wide open, ready to hit it. Great job.
Bears lead is 2-zip and stolen away by Shalyn Miley. Gets poked out of bounds and will stay with the Indians. So good defensive hands as well.
And Bryan they like to put on the pressure early. Didn't see much of that in the Napoleon game, but we've saw it in other games this year. So let's see if they keep that up.
Inbound to Pilak. Pilak is double teamed and in trouble, and she does get it away to Haley Meyer. And then it's stolen away by Grothaus. Grothaus will bring it down, and she will make a move up to the basket and up and good, and she has the first 4 points of the game.
A turnover forced by Bryan, and Reese Grothaus doing it all right now.
Wauseon will take it the other way. Meyer with it, bounce pass and stolen away again almost, but Pilak able to get it back. Pilak will work around a screen and then dish over to Meyer. Meyer needs some help back to Pilak. Cross court over to Raby. Raby will come in, baseline, put up a shot with the right hand. It falls 4-2.
I think
Lady Bears.
Wauseon kind of slowed down there once they got it across half court, looked for the open person and got a great look. Good job.
Lamberson will bring it up and get over that timeline, head to the right side for McKendry Seamer. She thought about a three, then comes in on side, misses a shot. Rebound comes down to Lady Bears, and here's Antigo. Antigo goes up, gets the foul from Haley Meyer, who will be her team first. And that'll put Chloe Antigo to the line. Antigo is shooting 43% from the line.
Wauseon early here, it's been Autumn Pilock handling the ball in the press, and really no one's been able to help her. So let's see if that changes a little bit and if they try to adjust.
First one by Antigo's in and out. Early here, 6:33 remaining, 4-2, Lady Bears. Second free throw for Antigo is coming. That one goes in, and so the Bears extend their lead to 3. And Wauseon will try to bring it up. Here's Pilock with it. She'll give it to Meyer. Meyer back to Pilock, still on this side of the court. And now Pilock will just take it and go, put up a shot with the right hand, and what a move by Pilock.
Well, I just said somebody else has got to help her out the press, but it looked like right there she can do it all herself. So good job by Autumn Pilock there. Great drive.
Now Wauseon will put a little bit of a press on. McKendry Seamer will get around it and wait for Reese Grotehouse. Now Seamer has it again. She'll go top of the key, dish over to Grotehouse. Grotehouse in the corner to Lamberson. Lamberson goes baseline, nice move, puts it up, no good, gets her own rebound, and will get a foul after the rebound.
Early here, Chris, it's been Bryan kind of get some driving lanes to the hoop with really little resistance from the Wauseon Indian defense. So good job from Brooke there, just going right by, missed a shot, got her own rebound though, and is going to line for 2.
Pilock gets the foul. That'll be her first, team second. First one up for Lamberson is good. Bears extend a lead to 6-4, so a much better showing here early on than they did against Napoleon.
That's what we needed to see, Chris. Good job from the Lady Bears early as Brooke misses her second free throw.
And she gets the rebound, though. It'll be a tie ball, and it'll go to Wauseon.
Yeah, Chris, we wanted to see, Bryan come out and just respond better after a loss. And, they're not down 18-2, so that's about as good as it can get for Bryan. They're hanging right with them right now.
Pilock with the basketball. She will just race down the right-hand side, find Meyer. Meyer underneath, then back out to Raby. Raby puts up a jumper, no good. Boards are crashed. Pilock gets it, and Pilock will reset. Pilock shot no good. It gets knocked out of bounds off of Wauseon, and the Lady Bears will have it. That was a close one.
Right, and I'm kind of impressed, again, ever since I said Pilock needs someone else to help her out, she's really fast with the basketball. It kind of has beaten the Lady Bears press a couple of times as Wauseon puts some pressure on now.
Absolutely, and Seiler the one that's doing the pressing, and they get it to Grotehouse on the left-hand side. Grotehouse now will give to Seamer. Seamer will go baseline, put up a shot underneath, no good. Rebound will come down to Seiler, and it's actually tipped away by Shalyn Miley, and now Wauseon is going to have to rush it as they're well into that 10-second count. Raby gets it over, and they get it underneath, and it's going to get kicked away by Haley Meyer. And it will stay here. So Cadence Carroll inbounding it. They find Pilock. Her foot was on the three-point line, no good. Rebound comes down to Meyer. Meyer will dish over to Cadence Carroll, and now a 3-ball in the air for Raby is no good. Rebound comes down to Miley. Miley is running and gunning. Over that timeline, down. McKendry Seamer, up and no good.
Great look from Shalyn Miley there to McKendry Seamer running the floor. Just a great job.
Seamer was right there on that right block, came up, put up a shot, missed it, but drew the foul, and that'll be on Chelsea Raby. First one for McKendry is good. We're going to see our first subs of the night. Allie Zimmerman and Addie Arnold will check in, giving some rest to Brooke Lamberson and Chloe Antigo. Bears lead 7-4 with 4:47 remaining here first quarter. McKendry Seamer's second one is off for iron, and rebound will come down to Wauseon. Here's Pilock. Pilock again racing down. She is a fast point guard. She'll work around Arnold, put up a shot herself, and it is good. That makes it 7-6. She's doing it all right now.
She's really quick with the ball and got right around the Lady Bear defense there with ease.
She has 4 of Wauseon's 6. Here's Miley. Miley will go through the key, put up a shot, no good. Rebound to Seamer, and it's stolen away by Pilock, and she is going to go by herself again. A little bit out of control, but got it over to Raby. And now to Seiler. Seiler with the basketball, working against Arnold. Seiler Gives back out to Pelak. Pelak top of the key. She'll give in to Meyer. Meyer will drive against Seamer, put it up and in.
Meyer's a 6-foot inside presence for Wauseon and did a great job of just rising and shooting over the Lady Bear defense.
They'll get the ball over to Zimmerman, get across that timeline. Back to Arnold now. 8-7 Wauseon leads here with 3:40 and counting first quarter. Miley puts up a shot and she traveled with the basketball. A little bit too much.
Right, and Chris, Lady Bears 3 of 6 from the foul line early. They could have the lead right now if they'd hit some of their foul shots, but I'm super impressed with the way Wauseon has handled this Lady Bear press. Pelak has been amazing breaking that.
Raby will dribble it off out of bounds. They're going to say that went off Miley. So she will inbound it on the far side here and give to Pelak. Pelak will head over the timeline, go left, and then find Raby. Raby finds Seiler crossing around, working against Zimmerman, and he's going to draw the foul from Alley and head to the line.
Seiler hasn't really been that involved here early, Chris. I don't even know if she has a shot right now. That was kind of her first real time with the ball, so let's see if they try to get her more involved.
Well, Coach Grosjean said the key was to limit her possessions and to make her work for every point, and now she'll be working with 2 foul shots. First one is up and good. Seiler, a 63% free throw shooter, and the lead for Wauseon has extended 9-7. Next one goes up, and it is good as well. So 3-point lead for Wauseon here with 3:14 remaining first quarter. They remain in that press. Allie Zimmerman working against Pelak. Zimmerman heads to her left-hand side, gets over that timeline, working off a screen from Miley, then over to Seamer. Now to Grotehouse. Grotehouse works around a screen from Seamer, throws a 3 up, no good. Rebound will come down to Seiler. Seiler working against Arnold. She'll get it over herself, and then we'll find Cadence Carroll. Back to Seiler. Seiler looking to get it inside to Meyer. She'll dribble in. Bears doing a good job of switching D, and now they triple team her, and it's stolen away by McKendry Seamer.
Good job by the Lady Bears. Kind of collapsed on Seiler there and forced her to give up the ball. Great steal by McKendry.
Arnold will go coast to coast and miss the shot. Rebound will come down to Raby, and it's 2 Lady Bears around her. Seiler will now bring it over the timeline. Seiler to Pelak. Pelak standing in that center circle, working against Arnold. Now over to Meyer. Now back to Seiler. Seiler looking to drive in, now to Pelak. Back to Raby, top of the key. Pelak now working against Arnold. She'll go right side, lose the basketball, and we're going to get a foul. I think that's going to be on Reese Grotehouse on the floor. It is. That'll be her first, team second. Checking back in is Chloe Antigua and Brooke Lamberson. 1:58 remaining, first quarter.
Lady Bears love to do this 2-3 zone out of bounds. Let's see how Wauseon attacks it.
And they will actually knock it to the Lady Bears. Here's Miley. She'll give out Zimmerman a launch a 3, and no good. Rebound saved. Nope, they're going to say she stepped out of bounds, but good effort there by Brooke Lamberson.
Both teams really making this an up and down game with their pressing that they're putting on right now, and Wauseon seems to be handling it a little bit better than the Lady Bears.
We're going to see Delilah Taylor check in now for the Bears. Bears in that full court pressure defense. They'll give to Pelak, who will just run over. Love to see this battle between Pelak and Taylor. Kind of the same player.
Right, 2 quick guards, and good defense by Reese there, trying to force this turnover. Let's see what kind of offense Wauseon runs here.
Seiler to Pelak. Pelak will go baseline, put up a shot, no good. Rebound will come down to Meyer, who puts it up and in. And it's 12-7. I have a feeling we're going to see a timeout from Coach Grosjean. He stands.
You would think, but Bryan gets the ball up quick here. Let's see what they can get.
Lamberson will hand over, then out to Taylor. Taylor, 3-ball, no good. Rebound will come down to Meyer. Grotehouse was going baseline and didn't find her. Seiler, no good, and rebound will come down to Chloe Antigo. Seiler missed that shot because of Delilah Taylor, and the Bears will turn it over off of the hands of Shallon Miley, and we will see the timeout from Coach Grosjean. And let's see, it'll be a 30-second timeout. We're just going to keep it right here and take a moment to thank our sponsors bringing you the game tonight on the Golden Bear Sports Network. They are Northwest State Community College, Girl Funeral Service, BMU Cable and High-Speed Internet, Grim Paints, Veterans Services of Williams County, Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, the Bryan Athletic Boosters, Jason Deach Collision and Custom, and Bryan Ford Lincoln. Chris Malenga, Caleb Zuber here with you, and early on it's a 12-7 lead here for Wauseon, but Bears playing much better here in the first quarter.
You're right. It was 7-4, Chris, but they've kind of let things get away from them here. An 8-0 run by Wauseon to make it 12-7. And I wonder if Coach Grosjean right now is thinking about taking off the press because Autumn Pilak is breaking that thing, and Wauseon's getting some points off it. So we'll see if they keep the pressure, maybe adjust the press a little bit. We'll see what they talked about in that timeout right here.
All right, so inbounding will be Chelsea Raby. She gets it into Pilak. And now back to Raby. Raby working against Lamberson. She'll go right side. They trap the pass, and nice job there. And that's going to go to the Bears.
So good job of Mackenzie Seamer rotating up and trying to get that trap up at the half-court line. Perfect place to trap up there.
Bears will inbound to Lamberson. And she'll bring it up as we're at 37 seconds to play here first quarter. See if the Bears hold for one or not. Antigo with it now. She'll come drive, then dish out to Taylor. Taylor steps into a three. It is no good. Rebound comes down to Seamer, who puts it up off glass, no good. And now Antigo off glass, no good. So 3 missed shots for Lady Bears down there, and Wauseon's running. Here's Seiler working against Seamer. She's double teamed on the baseline. Seamer just steals it away, and they'll have to get it up quickly if they want to get a shot up. Antigo throws it down to Taylor. Taylor bounce past Antigo. Antigo comes through the key, up and no good. Wauseon has 2 seconds. They'll bring it down, and no shot. And at the end of the first quarter of play, it is Wauseon 12, Bryan 7. Back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network, presented by BMU.
You want to take this?
At Bryan Ford Lincoln, we like to think we earn our Ford President's Award for Excellence every day. Our salespeople spend hours researching not only Ford and Lincoln products, but also our competitors. This helps us recommend the perfect vehicle for our customers' needs. That same attention to detail carries throughout our entire staff, from vehicle service to customer service. Everybody here at Bryan Ford Lincoln looks forward to earning your business with our President's Award attitude every day.
It's pretty obvious that there is a huge inventory of trailers at Jason Deach Trailer Sales in Edgerton. But what you can't see is how many parts they have available. Axles, brakes, doors, fenders, hitches, hinges, electrical, lighting, suspensions, tie-downs, toolboxes, tires, and wheels. If it's a part you need for your trailer, you can get it online or in person at Jason Deach Trailer Sales on the east side of Edgerton.
Back on the Golden Bear Sports Network, Wauseon leads Bryan after the first quarter. Chris Malenga and Caleb Zuber. I'm going to turn it over to Caleb for the second quarter.
Appreciate it, Chris. And you and I have done a couple games together over the past couple weeks, and this one actually might be the first close game we have as it's looking right now. Is Wauseon up 12-7 as we start the second quarter, and Brooke Lamberson will bring it up for the Lady Bears over to Antigo, the left side. Now it's Reese Growhouse who will drive in the middle of the lane, lay it up, just missed it. It's tapped out, and it's going to stay with the Lady Bears.
How many shots have the Bears missed right underneath?
I was going to bring that up, Chris. It's been a lot here just the past minute or so. Bryan takes it down underneath. Delilah Taylor on the left side. She'll dribble middle, crossover, kick out to Reese Growhouse back on the left side. She'll go behind her back and set up the offense as she drives. And we're going to have a foul away from the ball. And
that's going to be on Seiler. Wow.
So didn't see what happened there.
That'll be her first, team 5th.
As Reese Growhouse will now take it out underneath the Bryan basket. She gets it into Brooke Lamberson on the right corner. Up top to Delilah Taylor. She'll drive left, kicks. Growhouse, a three, it's good. Reese Growhouse for 3.
Growhouse now with 7 on the night.
She's been the main scoring option for Bryan as Pilak will bring it up for Wauseon, and Reese Growhouse says, "You're not making that pass," as she deflects it out of bounds. Pretty impressive play.
Tell you what, the Bears have active hands on defense, and they're doing a really good job with it.
Wauseon now will take it out at half court, and they'll dribble middle. It's Pilak up top as she'll set up the offense. She'll drive right, Delilah Taylor guarding closely. She'll kick it out, and now it's Carroll back over to Pelak in the right corner. Pelak will dribble up, gets a screen from Carroll, double teamed, and Carroll has it now. She'll drive, kick, and it's Raby puts it up, and it's Grohaus coming down with the rebound for the Lady Bears as she'll push, kicks, Delilah Taylor, another corner three. That one's good. It finally goes down for Delilah Taylor.
I'll tell you what, if Taylor gets hot, that's where she gets hot from.
Right.
Bears retake the lead with 6:37 remaining.
13-12 as Wauseon brings it up, and Pelak on the left side, running the show for the Lady Indians. She'll set up the offense. Delilah Taylor still guarding her. Pelak still has it. Now she kicks to Raby on the right side. Looking for Seiler in the post. It's not there. They'll kick it across to Carroll, and the pass is just too high. So the Lady Bears have started this second quarter with 6 straight points to take a 13-12 lead with 6:15 to go as Brooke Lamberson will take it for the Lady Bears.
That's the 6th turnover for Wauseon in the first half.
Shallon Miley on the left side will drive middle, gets bumped, puts up the shot. It's blocked by Raby, and she comes down with the rebound. Seiler now has it, and Wauseon will look to get it up the floor as it's Pelak again bringing it up. She'll dribble to the left side, and now it's Carroll. Carroll looks, drives left, stops, picks up her dribble, and now has nowhere to go, but she finds Pelak. Delilah Taylor is going to get called for a foul.
Taylor had her hands on the ball.
Yeah, I didn't see really a push there, but the ref saw it differently. As she picks up her first, some good minutes for Delilah Taylor. She had a lot of open shots, hit that three just a couple of minutes ago.
And taking care of Pelak guarding.
Right. And now that'll be Allie Zimmerman's job now as she guards Pelak. Pelak will drive, fall down, ball on the ground, and there's a scramble for it, and it's a jump ball. Looks like it's going to stay here with Wauseon. 5:33 remaining, still 13-12 Lady Bears here in the second quarter. So Wauseon takes it out underneath their basket. It's Seiler up top. She gets free. She'll take a 2-point jumper. It's off the mark. Rebound to Bryan and Brooke Lamberson.
I'll tell you what, Shallon Miley had a great box out on that rebound.
Now Lady Bears with Allie Zimmerman on the right side will get it to the middle to Shallon Miley. She'll drive, put it up, no good, but Brooke Lamberson's right there for the putback. 2 more for Brooke Lamberson. 15-12 Bryan as Pelak will bring it up for the Lady Bears, or the Lady Indians, excuse me. She'll cross over. Now it's going to get trapped. Now they go away from the trap, and now it's on the right side for Carroll. Carroll kicks to Pelak. Pelak tries to go inside to Seiler, but it's stolen away from Antigo. She looks ahead to Allie Zimmerman. Here come the Lady Bears. Brooke Lamberson, transition 3 off the mark. And a rebound to Meyer and Wauseon. Now they'll push. Seiler looking for something. Into the chest of Grohaus, no call. And now it's Pelak who will put it up and put it in. Tough shot from Autumn Pelak.
I'll tell you what, I don't know how she got that in. That was crazy.
All sorts of contact there and just found a way, kind of an awkward shot to put it in. And now Allie Zimmerman will bring it up to Chloe Antigo right away for 3, and it's good. 18-14 Lady Bears.
When Chloe Antigo's hitting threes like that, that is a good sign for the Lady Bears.
She's an inside presence that can stretch the floor, Chris, and that's very, very valuable to any team as we got 4 minutes to play in the second quarter. As Meyer will get it inside after Wauseon breaks the press, and she'll put it in.
I think that's the first time that the Lady Bears have really made a mistake on defense right there.
Yeah. That was literally just a wide open layup that they gave up. 3:50 to go here in the second quarter. 18-16 now as Allie Zimmerman will have it on the right side. Throws it to a cutting Antigo. She'll stop at the foul line, cross over, put it up, no good, and a rebound to Wauseon and Raby. Now Wauseon pushing Raby. Nobody stops the ball. It's a kick out to Carroll. She'll put it up. No good. Rebound Miley. And here we go again, up and down. They got numbers. Throws to Zimmerman.
Too hard.
And it's out of bounds.
Right idea. Just a little too much mustard on that one from Shallon Miley.
We are going up and down here, Chris. It is a very, very fast-paced game. Yes, it really, really is with 3:24 to go here in the second quarter.
Hope these girls are well conditioned.
Yeah. Well, if they aren't, they will be after this one, that's for sure. As Wauseon will take it out. Bryan still applying that pressure they have all game. Raby to Pilak. Pilak will dribble it up. Now it's Carroll on the right side as Wauseon gets it across half. Raby up top will drive left. She'll pull up and put up a shot. It's no good. Rebound will fall right to Raby. She's right there. McKendry Siemer blocks it. And now it's Bryan running, and there's a foul on Carroll.
Wow.
Just lots of contact down there. Nothing.
Nothing
and then
called. And then they called that one.
Yep.
So that'll be on Carroll. That's her first, team fifth.
3:02 remaining here. It's still 18-16. Lady Bears.
Bree Long has checked into the game. We haven't seen her in a while. She was not at the Holiday Classic. So
Zimmerman now will go to Grohaus, and now just a great pass from Grohaus to find an open Brooke Lamberson for two.
Lamberson with 5 points on the night now.
And now Wauseon will inbound, and it's Pilak again handling the ball in the press. She'll cross over. Now here comes the trap from the Lady Bears, but they go away from it, and now it's on the right side for Carroll. They try to find Seiler. Good help from Siemer. Great pass from Seiler to Meyer for two.
The second time they've done that, left Meyer open.
20-18 now. This is just a great game so far. 2:20 to go in the second quarter. Lady Bears lead by 2 as Allie Zimmerman gets a screen from McKendry Siemer. She'll kick in the corner to Brooke Lamberson. Nothing there, so she'll bring it up top. Brooke Lamberson crosses over on Pilak, and now it's McKendry Siemer who gets a screen from Bree Long and kicks it out to Allie Zimmerman. Now it's Bree Long in the middle, in the corner for Brooke Lamberson, and she'll drive, she'll put it up, and it's no good. Rebound tapped out to Allie Zimmerman. She missed short. Rebound to Raby and Wauseon.
Nice tap back there by McKendry Siemer.
Here we go with Wauseon, and Seiler puts her head down, is going to get called for a charge. Great job from Bree Long stepping in there.
And Bree Long is still down. Hopefully she's all right.
And
that'll be Seiler's second, team sixth.
Bree Long still down on the floor here as it's 20-18 with 1:49 to go in the second quarter.
We're going to take a quick timeout. Back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Are you interested in a bachelor's degree? Did you know you can get your start at Northwest State, save thousands on tuition, and get your credits transferred to the four-year school of your choice? For more information on the NSCC Bachelor's Bound pathway, contact our advising center today or stop by. All roads begin at Northwest State.
At Krill Funeral Service, we know family is a broad term. A family member comes in all sizes and shapes. They can also be fluffy with 4 legs and a tail, but they're all part of your family. They can go on vacations with us, they're at the center of the parties, and often they're the ones that are there during the toughest of times. When the time comes to say goodbye to those very special family members, we at Krill Funeral Services are here with an environmentally friendly choice for aftercare. Krill Funeral Services, we're here for your entire family.
Back on the Golden Bear Sports Network, 20-18, second quarter, 1:49 remaining, and good to see Bree Long up and walking.
Yep, she was down for a little bit, but she's up now. Hopefully she's okay. As it's going to be, she took a great charge there to get the possession back to Bryan. As they were going to take it out here with 1:49 to go, 20-18. Lady Bears lead here in the second quarter. And it will be Grohaus taking it out underneath Wauseon's basket. She'll get into Delilah Taylor. Taylor will dribble left past Seiler. She'll get to the three-point line and bounce pass to McKendry Siemer. Siemer will drive middle, kicks to Zimmerman over to Antigo. Zimmerman now swings it around to Grohaus on the left side, who finds Antigo. She'll hand off to Siemer. Siemer will drive, put up a shot, and put it in. Great shot from McKendry Siemer for an and one opportunity.
It's going to be on Haley Meyer. That'll be her second, team seventh. So Lady Bears will be shooting the rest of the way. And Siemer heads to the line for the and one.
McKendry Siemer at the line. Short. It's tipped out, and it's going to stay with Bryan with 1:30 to play.
Looks like it went right off the hands of Chelsea Raby.
And they're going to have Allie Zimmerman take it out. And she will look. Still looking. Now throws to Grohaus, who makes a great catch and kicks it over to Delilah Taylor on the left side. Taylor back to Grohaus. Grohaus picks up her dribble and gives it to Allie Zimmerman. Zimmerman over to Antigo. Antigo in the right corner for Delilah Taylor. She'll stop. Tried to find Antigo, but there was just nothing there, and Wauseon will get it. It's Seiler on the right side. With a minute to play here in the second quarter, Seiler has it up top, and she'll hand off to Pilak. Pilak holds it, and tries to find Raby in the right corner, guarded closely by Taylor, and it's tipped out by Taylor, and they'll stay with Wauseon.
Bears playing good defense.
They really, really are. They are kind of getting in those passing lanes a little bit, it seems like. Just kind of making things tough on Wauseon, but Addie Arnold will come in for Delilah Taylor here with 53 seconds remaining.
See if they put her on Pilak as well. They do.
Now Wauseon, it's Carroll who will drive, put up a shot, no good. The rebound will get tipped out by, looks like Addie Arnold, and it'll stay here with Wauseon. 47 seconds left in the second quarter. As Carroll will take it out. 2-3 zone look from Bryan as it's Raby who gets in the middle. McKendry Seamer, who's done that a couple times, kind of just ripped the ball away, is going to force a jump ball here, and it'll go to the Lady Bears.
The Lady Bears probably will want to hold for one shot here with 43 seconds to play second quarter, and Wauseon's going to put the full court press on.
Addie Arnold has it, and they get it back to Zimmerman. Now Wauseon kind of backs off the pressure. Allie Zimmerman will hand it to Antigo, who goes in the right corner for Arnold. Now a pass to Grohaus up top. It was almost stolen, but Grohaus keeps it, kicks it to Zimmerman. Now in the corner for McKendry Seamer. She'll look, kick it out, Zimmerman. Over to Arnold. Arnold will drive, kick back. Zimmerman has a look. They're still going to hold it. As we have 15 seconds left here in the second quarter, Arnold hands off to Grohaus. Grohaus back to Antigo, over to Arnold again. And Arnold with 6 seconds left. The Lady Bears got to start attacking. Zimmerman kicks it. Arnold will give it to Seamer, who shoots and hits, and what a way to go to the half. 24-18 Lady Bears.
Wow.
That was a great offense.
Absolutely great offense. Killed every minute of that clock, and they go into the locker room with a 6-point lead. It is halftime here. We're going to head into the BMU Cable and High-Speed Internet halftime show after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Newcomers Schaefer, Spangler, and Breininger is a great group of experts with a common goal: to serve the legal needs of this area with the greatest degree of integrity and excellence. Along with that, they respect and support the athletes in tonight's game for their determination and teamwork. An attorney's relationship with their client is like the one between a coach and their player, a position of trust. Newcomers Schaefer, Spangler, and Breininger are proud supporters of all the athletes and wish them continued success.
Configuring the Bluetooth. Deciding who controls the music. Remembering where you parked. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your vehicle doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like remembering if you're on the 3rd or 4th level of the parking garage. That's simple human sense.
Contact Rick Taylor Insurance Agency of Bryan for more information today.
The Bryan Parks and Recreation Department would like to wish the Bryan Golden Bears good luck in tonight's game. The Bryan Parks and Rec offers a wide variety of classes for you during the entire year and an array of sporting events all year long. Check out what the Bryan Parks and Recreations Department has going on at bryanparksandrec.com or like them on Facebook. The Bryan Parks and Rec hopes to see you in one of the many parks that Bryan has to offer and enjoy the facilities. Questions about the classes or rental of one of their facilities? Call 63 at American Family Insurance. They know your life has many moving parts. From your 4 wheels to your hard-earned home and the financial future of your family, they'll cover the things that matter most. Bundle your home and auto policies for possible savings and add life insurance for convenient, future-focused protection so you can keep dreaming towards what's next. For details, contact Danielle Van Atta, agent. Call 419-636-0408 or stop by 1318 East High Street, Suite A in Bryan.
I'm Paul Rohrig at the Fackler Monument Company in Montpelier, Ohio. We know it's not easy to select a memorial in a time of sorrow, so we invite you to visit us as part of your pre-planning.
I'm Sally Jo Metzger. There's no high pressure, and by talking to us now, there's no stress. Just good information for you to make your choice.
At Fackler Monument, we feature the largest indoor memorial display in the tri-state area with a variety of colors, shapes, and sizes.
The Fackler Monument Company of Montpelier, Ohio. Check us out online at facklermonument.com.
Imagine owning a newer home with 5 private acres, nearly 3,000 square feet of living space, plus a finished basement, a pole barn, covered porch, and more. Now stop imagining and call the Amermaid Realty team and ask about 4657 Rosedale Road in Hicksville. This incredible 3-bedroom, 2.5-bath home is available for sale and located in the Central Local School District. Phone Amermaid Realty today at 636-7653. 636-SOLD. Amermaid Realty, your hometown real estate.
Halftime on the Golden Bears Sports Network in the the BMU Cable and High Speed Internet halftime show. Chris Malenga and Caleb Zuber, and boy, Bryan got out to an early lead. Wauseon got out to a lead, and then Bryan came back, and it was just a game of running up and down the court.
Right, it was fun to watch, Chris. Both teams putting on full court pressure, and we just had up and down turnovers each way, and 24-18 at half, and it's a really close game. It's a really important game for both teams. This second half is all going to be about what adjustments do both teams make at halftime to make sure they come out of here with a win.
Absolutely. Why don't we take a look at some stats for Bryan first. Delilah Taylor has 3 points. McKendry Seamer has 5. Reese Grodehouse has 7. Brooke Lamberson has 5, and Chloe Antigo has 4. No points out of Shalyn Miley yet tonight, but she has played really well on the defensive end. For Wauseon, Autumn Pilak has 6, Chelsea Raby has 2, Marissa Seiler has 2, and Haylene Meyer has 8. And Seiler is the 20-point average, and she has 2 here at the half. So the Bears have done a good job on her.
They have done an amazing job, Chris, and they really she hasn't really touched the ball much in situations to score, it feels like. She's always touching it out past the three-point line. When they want to feed her inside the post and down low, they've done a great job of forcing her to catch it outside the three-point line, and that's what you got to do to kind of keep her in check. She's a great player, but let's see if Wauseon kind of does something to change up how they're getting her involved and see if they make that change. That'll be something to see.
Wauseon had 7 turnovers. Lady Bears just with 4 turnovers. I forgot to check the last one off. 4 turnovers. So the Lady Bears have taken care of the basketball and again handled the press of Wauseon.
Yeah, they have, and they've done a great job of that. And we'll see if both teams keep the pressure up. And we'll see. 24-18, Chris. I know I said it, but this game is huge. It's a huge, huge game for both of these teams. They have to have this if they want to win the league. And we'll see. It's all about what adjustments are going to be made and how this first 3 minutes of this third quarter goes.
Absolutely. You are in the BMU Cable and High Speed Internet halftime show. We're going to take our second timeout. When we come back, we'll preview the second half action after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network, presented by BMU.
At Krill Funeral Service, we know family is a broad term. A family member comes in all sizes and shapes. They can also be fluffy with 4 legs and a tail, but they're all part of your family. They can go on vacations with us. They're at the center of the parties, and often they're the ones that are there during the toughest of times. When the time comes to say goodbye to those very special family members, we at Krill Funeral Services are here with an environmentally friendly choice for aftercare. Krill Funeral Services. We're here for your entire... If you have a do-it-yourself painting job that really matters, you need professional-grade PPG paint from Grimm Paint Supply, located just north of Bryan at the intersection of County Road G and County Road 15. Whether it's interior, exterior, deck, or barn paint, industry alkyds, and Durethane, Grimm Paint Supply has everything you need, including brushes, rollers, and trays, and can mix your specific color right there on the spot. When you use a professional grade paint, it may cost a couple bucks more up front, but it will keep you off the ladder and end up saving you money in the long term. If the paint job really counts, call Grimm Paint Supply, 419-633-4979.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters invites you to become Bryan Strong. In the past 3 years, the Bryan Athletic Booster Board of Directors has purchased new women's basketball uniforms, new football uniforms, and the Athletic Wall of Fame you can see in the hallway next to the gymnasium at Bryan High School. They have also made donations to the Bryan Soccer Association for the Lighting Project and the Bryan Swim and Dive teams to offset the cost of YMCA diving board and pool equipment. With your contributions, we can accomplish even more. Become a Bryan Strong corporate patron today. Go Bears.
See ya. Okay. Back on the Golden Bear Sports Network. Again, we're talking off the air and all of a sudden we're back. So I want to thank our sponsors bringing you the game tonight. Bryan Ford Lincoln, Jason Deach Collision and Custom, Bryan Athletic Boosters, Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, Veteran Services of Williams County, Northwest State Community College, Krill Funeral Service, BMU Cable and High-Speed Internet, and Grimm Paints. Chris Malenga, Caleb Zuber here with you at the half in the BMU Cable and High-Speed Internet halftime show. And Caleb, I'm going to have you put the coach's hat on for a second. You know, you're the son of a longtime coach, and so your coaching acumen is there. What are you saying in the locker room at first of your coach, Todd Gross team?
I'm saying we got to keep the pressure up. And early, I was kind of skeptical if the press was actually working for Bryan. I think you got to keep the pressure up, and I think you even got to be a little more aggressive out of it and try to get more traps. A couple times, Lady Bears had traps set up in the corners here, but kind of backed off a little bit. I think you got to keep those up and try to get more and try to see if Wauseon can really handle some more of this pressure. But also, I think it's just keeping track of Marissa Seiler. You got to make sure that you're keeping her in check because they're really, Wauseon's, I'm impressed that they've put up 18 points with her kind of being non-existent almost.
Yeah, she's been held to 2, averaging 20 a game. If you're Coach Dan Seiler, what are you saying?
I'm saying, look, this team, loves to go crash the offensive boards. And we've seen a couple times they've missed layups off offensive boards. They're going to convert those. Bryan's going to convert those eventually. We got to keep them off the offensive glass in this second half and make sure they don't get second chances. It's one and done, and then we go down and score. That's what Wauseon's got to be thinking. But to be fair, their press has been really, really well too. It slowed Bryan down a little bit, but I'm not sure really, Chris, if Wauseon wants an up and down game. I'm not sure if Bryan wants an up and down game. So we'll see who kind of maybe adjusts either way.
You know, it's interesting. I was just looking down, and I don't believe that Wauseon had a substitution in the first half.
I think
so.
It was
those five girls might be getting tired too. As Bryan's gone on their bench, they've had Delilah Taylor in, they've had Allie Zimmerman in, Addie Arnold, and Bree Long all have been in off the bench, and so it'll be interesting to see as the last 16 minutes of the game go if Wauseon gets into their bench at all, which they haven't so far. But I'll tell you what, the one thing I've been most impressed with is the play of Autumn Pelock. She has just been, she's been fast. She's been kind of their leader on the floor. So. Well, Wauseon will get the ball to start the second half here, and they trail 24-18. The Lady Bears lead 24-18. I'm going to turn it back over to Caleb for the third quarter action.
All right, Chris, here we go. As just a really big second half coming up as far as the NWAL goes. As Pelock will dribble to Meyer in the right side. She'll kick out to Carroll, and now it's Seiler up top. And here we go, Chris, is what we talked about, getting her involved. As Seiler will spin. Allie Zimmerman, or that's Chloe Antigo, doing a great job of guarding Seiler. Now it's Carroll as Grohouse jumped and then bumped into Carroll, and she'll draw a foul.
Yeah, that's a good foul. Now that's 2 for Reese, though, so you don't want to get her into foul trouble, but definitely a good call. And I tell you what, Chloe Antigo's doing a great job defending against Seiler, and they're in that 2-3 zone on the way out again.
Yep, they love to do this here. Wauseon really hasn't figured out how to attack it as Grohouse almost got the steal there. As now it's Carroll who steps into a 3 off the mark, rebound to Reese Grohouse, and Bryan will push. They've got numbers, and it's Shalamali ahead of the pack. And she missed the layup. And McKendry Sieber gets it back and puts it in, so they get 2 out of it.
McKendry Sieber just stole that right out of the hands of the Wauseon player.
Yeah, impressive stuff there. Looked like they were going to come up empty of that possession, and they had an easy layup, but great job by McKendry Sieber as Wauseon brings it up now.
And Miley wants that shot back for sure.
Seiler now on the right side as she goes slowly. Antigo still guarding. Seiler will put it up. No good. Rebound Antigo. Lady Bears attacking in the break as it's Brooke Lamberson, or it's Grohouse, She'll drive and she'll lay it in, so 2 quick buckets to get the lead up to 10 here for the Lady Bears.
9 for Grohouse now, and the Bears still in that press.
6:40 to go, 28-18 here in the third. Seiler brings it up. Antigo still guarding, she'll spin. Picks up her dribble, and now it's Pelock. Over to Carroll, now in the left corner for Raby. And it's Miley trying to go for the steal. She couldn't. McKendry tried to go for the steal, and she ends up picking a foul. McKendry Sieber.
She'll pick up the second of her game tonight.
6:21 to go. Wauseon's got to kind of get a bucket here, stop the bleeding a little bit before this lead balloons
Tell you
anymore.
What, with a 10-point lead, the Lady Bears still being very active on the defensive end.
Seiler will drive, tried to hand it off to Meyer, pass was too high. She picks it back up, now trapped in the corner, and a good rotation from Antigo to steal it away, and here come the Lady Bears. Brooke Lamberson has it, chance to extend the lead as Miley will spin, picks up her dribble. She's got 3 Wauseon players around, and it'll be a foul on somebody.
I think it might be on Seiler the way she reacted. It is.
That's her third.
Yep.
So don't think they're going to go into their bench. They haven't been quick to go into their bench all night.
They don't have anybody up.
So it'll be Shalamali taking it out. She'll go up top. Great catch by Antigo. She'll hand off Brooke Lamberson for 3. It's off the mark. Rebound to McKendry Seamer. She'll put it up, and McKendry Seamer again.
Seamer now with 9 on the night.
And now Wauseon will bring it up, trying to get a quick bucket as it'll be Pilak to the rim, and she's tripped up and fouled. So that foul.
They're going to call that on Grotehouse. I tell you what, I don't know about that. I don't think Grotehouse was the right person.
Yeah. And that'll be her third, so that's kind of a big call there.
Yeah, I don't think they got the right person on that one.
And I think that's what Reese is thinking right now. She wasn't really in the play, but she's going to have to come out.
I thought it was on Miley.
I think that's what the refs are going to come over here and discuss.
Now they're going to bring the third official over and have a discussion here. I don't think Grotehouse was anywhere near the play. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and this.
It is. No, they gave it to Brooke Lamberson.
Right. So that'll be Brooks first, and you know, Chris, you know, it's like, oh, who does it? Why does it matter who the fouls? But that's a big call. That would be Reese's third. That's, you know, one of Bryan's main offensive options.
And it's Brooks first, and I appreciate the officials coming over to ask and clarify and correct that.
Pilak will go to the line for 2, and the first one's good. So here comes Allie Zimmerman. She'll come in for Shallon Miley. As Pilak will set up for her second free throw with 5:38 remaining here in the third quarter. Pilak up and good, so she gets 2. It's 30-20, Lady Bears.
Pilak has 8 on the night already.
And Wauseon gets the pressure. Great pass from Allie Zimmerman. The skip pass over to Grotehouse. Grouse will cross over to the rim. Tried to find Seamer, but the pass was too high. And now the Lady Bears will set up with Brooke Lamberson.
That's probably okay.
Yep, got to set up some offense, maybe chew some more clock a little bit if you're the Lady Bears, as Miss Seamer will skip it to Lamberson. She had a 3, didn't take it, spins, heads off to Grouse. She's got a lane, back out Lamberson for 3, just off the mark. Rebound Meyer, and Wauseon will come the other way with 5 to play. In the corner, it's Seiler. She'll drive, nothing there. Good job by Antigo, but she gets behind a screen, now fires a 3. It's way off. Ball bounces up in the air. Seamer came up with it, but she fell out of bounds, and it'll stay with Wauseon.
Tell you what, look at the frustration on Seiler's face. She had coverage on her. She got around a screen, got an open look, and it was an air ball.
She hasn't had many open looks tonight, Chris. Bryan's done a great job as Pilak gets the inbound pass. And the battle for the rebound, it's Raby. She puts it up, no. She gets it back again and puts it in. 30-22. 4:40 to play as Wauseon will set up the pressure once again. And a pass into the middle. Brooke Lamberson comes down there. They got a 2-on-1. The Lady Bears do inside. Seaver, great pass from Antigo. And it's 32-22 with 4:25 to play.
Big pass by Antigo right there to Seamer. Antigo could have kept going, but Seamer was there. She caught the ball, put one dribble, and put it up and in.
Had a 2-on-1 attack there, and they executed it perfectly as Seiler now will bring it up for Wauseon. Good defense by the Lady Bears. Now she just throws it, and it was Allie Zimmerman that came down with it. Seamer now will give it to a point guard, and Brooke Lamberson, she'll stop a mid-range jumper, and it's in. 34-22 now as Brooke Lamberson up to 7 points, and a timeout from Wauseon.
Yeah, 3:55, the lead is 12, and you're going to need a time to talk about this if you're Coach Seiler, so we're going to take it with them. 34-22, Bears lead. Back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network presented by BMU.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters invites you to become Bryan Strong. In the past 3 years, the Bryan Athletic Booster Board of Directors has purchased new women's basketball uniforms, new football uniforms, and the Athletic Wall of Fame you can see in the hallway next to the gymnasium at Bryan High School. They have also made donations to the Bryan Soccer Association for the Lighting Project and the Bryan Swim and Dive teams to offset the cost of YMCA diving board and pool equipment. With your contributions, we can accomplish even more. Become a Bryan Strong corporate patron today. Go Bears!
Tonight's broadcast of Golden Bear Sports is proudly streamed by BMU Cable and high-speed internet. BMU is your hometown local provider for digital HD cable and high-speed internet. Call BMU today at 419-633-6100 or visit us on the web at cityofbryan.net. Go Bears from all of us at BMU.
And, I got it. And here we are back at Bryan High School as Wauseon has it with 3:45 to play, and it will be a kickball violation on Chloe Antigo there. Wauseon now will take it out and set up the offense. Down 12 here with 3:40 to go. Seiler now over to Pilock. Pilock on the right side for Carroll. Carroll will take a dribble. Looks like in Lady Bears in some type of a zone as Seiler gets to the middle, puts it up, but it'll be a foul. And Seiler will shoot two, it looks like.
Kendra Seamer had a little bit of a discussion with the official there as she picked up foul number 3. I don't know what she was saying there, but she was, oh, she was asking for some clarification on that or what?
Seiler now will go to the line for two as she hits the first. He's a 63% free throw shooter on the year as Reese Grohouse will come in and check in for McKendry Seamer. So Seiler with a chance to cut the lead to 10. So it looks like we got a sub here for Wauseon. Get ready to check in as she missed. Raby rebound. Foul by, going to be Shallon Miley, it looks like. And that looks like that sub that was ready to come in for Wauseon. Not anymore. She goes back to the bench. 3:25 remaining here. 34-23. Raby, first one is up and in. She's got 5 on the night. And she is also a 63% free throw shooter, as her second one is up and good. So they cut it to single digits here, as it'll be Ellie Rodriguez checking in for Chelsea Raby.
It's the first sub that Wauseon has made all game, and it comes at 3:25 remaining in the third quarter.
And they keep that press on as Allie Zimmerman takes it, picks up her dribble, and now it's Shallon Miley. She finds Zimmerman again. Skip pass all the way across the court to Antigo, to a cutting Miley down the middle of the lane. Up and no good, and a rebound to Seiler and Wauseon.
Looked pretty, would have been better with a basket at the end of it.
They did do a good job of breaking that, Chris. As you said, but just can't finish, as now Wauseon with a chance to cut into this deficit even more as Seiler drives, kicks to Carroll. She'll drive baseline, back out to Seiler. Seiler now dribbles, now back out to Pilock. And Pilock will have it up top, over back to Seiler on the right wing. Seiler looking for something to develop. She'll drive, stop, pull up, jumper, no. Gets a rebound, is gonna try and go up again, but is gonna get fouled. And she will go to the line. So it looks like Seiler's kind of made an adjustment herself. She's trying to get to the line a little bit to get her some points.
Well, they're calling that 22. Oh, I guess it was on Arnold. I didn't even see her come in.
Seiler, chance to cut this lead to 7 with 2:37 to play. First one's up, and it is good. 34-26. As it'll be Raby coming in for Rodriguez. So after a quick sub, Rodriguez looks like she's getting ready to check back in again. As Seiler puts up her second one, and it's good. And it looks like Rodriguez is going to come in for Seiler. Or no, that's Meyer, excuse me.
Bears going to get some points here on this trip.
Yeah, they've kind of went. It's kind of been a dry spell here. They haven't scored in a couple possessions, and Antigo picks up her dribble. Grohouse now will dribble to the right side and try to go past Carroll. She'll cross, and had Carroll stumbling a little bit. as now it's Arnold. Great move from Reese Growhouse as she'll pass to Antigo. Back out, Shallon Miley. And now it's Allie Zimmerman kicking in the corner for Addie Arnold. Arnold takes a dribble. Arnold crosses over. Good defense from Seiler. She'll steal it.
Arnold should have probably taken that very first chance she had.
Right. And now it's Pilock now in the middle of the floor. She'll kick. Raby now in the corner for Seiler. Seiler to the rim again. Has it stripped. Diving on the floor. Great hustle for both teams. But it's going to stay here with Wauseon. 1:52 to go. It's 34-27 Lady Bears in the third quarter. As Shallon Miley will come off the floor.
Seamer checks back in with those 3 fouls.
Here's Wauseon as they get into Meyer, who just checked back in. She puts it up, no. Rebound, Mackenzie Schumer, who's been great tonight on the boards. Antigo has it now. She'll kick. Now it's Addie Arnold. Arnold drives, picks up her dribble, and it's gonna be a jump ball, and it'll stay here with Bryan. 1:38 to go.
Bears need to protect that basketball right here.
And it looks like Brooke Lamberson will come in for Addie Arnold. And Delilah Taylor will come in for Allie Zimmerman as well for the Lady Bears. And so they'll take it out underneath their own basket. Delilah Taylor has it. And she tries to get it into Seamer, and she couldn't handle it. And they call another jump ball.
Bears have just not taken care of the basketball at all in the last 4 minutes or so.
And yeah, I think
ever since that timeout.
Yeah. Wauseon's got to turn up the pressure for sure. As the jump ball possession arrow goes to Wauseon here with 1:35 to play.
They forgot to switch it the last time, I guess.
Yep. Wauseon will take it out underneath. And tried to get it into Seiler, and it's tipped away by Antigo. They're going to call it off Seiler. So the Lady Bears will get it right back. As we got a stoppage here. Might have some blood on the jersey maybe. 1:34 remaining. 34-27 Bryan as Rodriguez, I think, is just going to check in for Seiler here to kind of get the game going a little bit. Big possession here in the third quarter. Bryan hasn't scored in a couple of minutes now as Growhouse will take it out underneath. Brooke Lamberson on the right side to Growhouse. Had a 3, thought about it, but didn't take it. And now it's Brooke Lamberson who gets it in the corner for Antigo. Up top to Growhouse. Gets a screen from Antigo. Growhouse inside to Antigo, and she is going to be fouled. And it's going to be on the floor.
That'll be on Ellie Rodriguez. That'll be the second team foul for Wauseon. Bears with 16 fouls in this half already. That's one thing to be careful of.
Yeah. As Growhouse will take it out underneath. Brooke Lamberson receives the pass, and she'll get over to the left side for Taylor. Taylor will drive right side and kick it to Lamberson. Had a shot, didn't take it. Drives, back out Taylor. Had a 3, again it didn't take it. So Bears being really patient here as Antigo gets on the left side. Will drive middle into Meyer, and she'll draw another foul. So good job by Chloe Antigo. She's played really well. You know, she's got 4 points, but it feels like she's done a lot of everything tonight.
Absolutely. She'll head to the line to shoot 2, and that'll be Meyer's third foul.
Chloe has struggled at the line this year. She's only a 43% free throw shooter as she misses the first. And Bears still haven't scored here in a while. You're right, Chris. After that timeout, it just feels like the life of the offense has kind of went out.
Don't know what Coach Seiler said, but Wauseon has taken heat of it.
Yeah, absolutely. As 1:02 to play as Chloe Antigo hits her second free throw to finally get the Bears back on the board. Bree Long, good to see her back in the game. She'll check in for Mackenzie Seamer as Bree Long was down for a little bit earlier. Happy she's back to make it as Wauseon will inbound, and Pilock will bring it up for Wauseon with under a minute to play. 35-27 here in the third quarter. Lady Bears lead in this league matchup as Carroll has it on the right side. Carroll to Pilak up top. See if they just hold this for a whole minute, but Meyer's going to get free here. She'll put it up, and just a tough shot from Meyer, and she finds a way to put it in. Bears now with 30 seconds to play, gets Chloe Antigo free. She'll drive. She puts it up. It's no good. Rebound to Seiler and Wauseon, and they can get the last shot if they want it. Pilak will have it on the right side with 20 seconds to play. 35-29, Lady Bears lead. They can cut it to a one-possession game here, potentially. 10 seconds to play. Raby up top. Pilak will drive, kicks to Seiler. Seiler picks up her dribble, and now a scramble for the ball, and Meyer gets it. Did she get it off? Didn't matter as she missed anyway. 35-29 at the end of the third.
We're going to take this break after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Tonight's broadcast of Golden Bear Sports is proudly streamed by BMU Cable and High-Speed Internet. BMU is your hometown local provider for digital HD cable and high-speed internet. Call BMU today at 419-633-6100 or visit us on the web at cityofbryan.net. Go Bears from all of us at BMU.
We know in life that we take time to celebrate life events. We help families honor the lives of those they love by highlighting what made their loved ones special and honoring the legacy that was left.
We are often very busy, but we encourage families to slow down, take time to gather together, and celebrate the impact their loved one had on their life. Allow us to work with you when the need arises to create a personalized and meaningful service. Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home, we are always here when you need us.
Start of the fourth quarter here on the Golden Bear Sports Network. Bryan leads 35-29, and there's our cameraman on the floor, Tony Malenga. Down there, always mixing it up. And the Lady Bears do lead here as we go into the fourth. Chris Malenga, Caleb Zuber. Caleb did an excellent job with those 2 quarters of play-by-play, as always. So, Brooke Lamberson will have it for the Bears, top of the key, working against Seiler. She'll give to Antigo, then back out to Grotehouse. Grotehouse will drive, put up a shot. No good, no foul. And Wauseon will get the rebound. And then knocked away by Taylor.
Great play by Delilah Taylor.
Absolutely. Antigo to Taylor. Taylor thought about a 3. To Antigo, now back out to Lamberson. They'll reset.
Depending on this possession goes, Chris, that could be a huge play that ends up determining the outcome of this game if Lady Bears get a bucket here.
Absolutely. They get it cross court to Taylor. Taylor thought about a 3, then moved inside. Bounce pass Seamer. Seamer up. No good. Rebound comes into Antigo. She's and then she hits the floor. Actually, that's Grotehouse. No, that's Antigo. And Wauseon steals it away, and it gets poked away by Seiler, and she's got to pick up her dribble. And we're going to get a timeout from Coach Dan Seiler. And it's going to be a full timeout. And while we are just going to stay here with this one, and you know, Caleb, I just want to congratulate you on some good work this spring or this winter break for you. So
appreciate the opportunity, Chris, to do this with you guys. It's always fun. And we got a great game here, Chris. I mean, you know, when you and I have called these games together, it's kind of been blowouts of the fourth quarter, but this one actually matters. And you know, 35-29 here, I think. Couple of players for the Lady Bears have made the difference. You look at McKendry Seamer, Chloe Antigo. They've played great. Reese Grotehouse, who's usually leading the Bears in scoring, she's doing it again tonight. But then you look at Wauseon, and it's kind of spread out a little bit. You know, you got Haley Meyer at 10, who's been a huge presence inside for them. And Autumn Pilak, who we talked about in the first half, is still doing a great job of running the show and breaking the press that the Lady Bears are putting on.
Well, the Lady Bears maintain the lead by 6 here, and the key is they really had Marissa Seiler to just 5 points tonight, and 3 of those I think are from the line.
Yeah, and she's kind of, I talked about it last quarter, she's kind of made the adjustment to try and get to the line. The next foul will put Wauseon on the bonus, so let's see if she tries to keep attacking the hoop and drawing fouls.
It'll be Carroll inbounding to Pilak. Pilak working against Delilah Taylor, out to Seiler. Seiler double teamed in that corner. She was able to get out of it. And now she'll come into the middle of the key around 3 people, miss the shot. Rebound comes to Antigo, and Seiler could have picked up a foul right there. Seamer the other way. Seamer pushes off a player. which the Wauseon fans didn't like. Then they give to Delilah Taylor, buries the three.
Delilah Taylor, how about her off the bench? And so far in this first minute and a half of the fourth quarter, the steal earlier and then a big three there to put them up 9.
And she has 6 on the night, and the first one was a big 3 as well. Seiler comes the other way, right side. Now she'll look to drive. Comes inside, puts up a shot, no good. Rebound will come down to the Bears. Lamberson with it, and she's being pursued by 2 Indians. Grodehouse with it now. Grodehouse will come all the way up and get bumped, and hitting the deck is Grodehouse. That's going to be a foul on Cadence Carroll, number 31. She disagrees, but so the Bears will have Chloe Antigo taking it out. Somebody's got to get it. Somebody's got to get it. They get it to Grodehouse. She has it on the right side. 38-29, Bears lead, 6:06 remaining here, fourth quarter. Lamberson with it. Work it against Seiler. She'll head to the left-hand side. Hand off to Grodehouse. Grodehouse will come through the key. Put up a shot.
Great move from Reese.
And
Just unbelievable.
And she is down. I don't know if she landed wrong on something or what, but she is down on the side there. There was a push, and I don't think they, let's see if they whistled something. They're going to call that on Pelock, and Pelock will pick up a foul. And 40-29, Grothouse's knee, it looks like she's looking at her knee. They ended up calling a foul on Pelock. And we're going to take a little time out here and sort this one out. Back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
If you have a do-it-yourself painting job that really matters, you need professional-grade PPG paint from Grimm Paint Supply, located just north of Bryan at the intersection of County Road G and County Road 15. Whether it's interior, exterior, deck or barn paint, industry alkyds, and Durethane, Grimm Paint Supply has everything you need, including brushes, rollers, and trays, and can mix your specific color right there on the spot. When you use a professional-grade paint, it may cost a couple bucks more up front, but it will keep you off the ladder and end up saving you money in the long term.
Back on the Golden Bear Sports Network, 40-29, Reese Grodehouse heading off the court, looking like she's favoring a knee or has a knee. She came down hard on it, and I think she was pushed by Autumn Pelock, who picked up the foul. And Coach Grodehouse, talking to the officials right now, is not real happy with the way that this game is going as far as how they've been calling this game. And actually, they called the foul on McKendry Seamer.
I did not know that, Chris. I did not.
That changes things immensely.
So I could understand why the confusion for the Bryan sideline. I did not know that McKendry Seamer got called for the foul there.
Well, they called it on 5. They still, I don't know what the deal is. Like, there's only 4 girls out there for the Lady Bears. I don't know what's going on. Now Coach Seiler's talking to the official. I don't know what's going on right now.
Me neither, Chris. I wish I could help you, but I have no clue.
We're shooting 1-1. Haley Myers to the line. It's a lot of confusion here. I know Coach Grosjean was not happy at all with the officiating and was making his case well known. First one is up and no good. Rebound comes down to the Lady Bears. And they'll run it up quickly. Here's Miley. Miley looking for some help, gives out to Lamberson. Bears lead 40-29 now. Delilah Taylor with it. Taylor comes all the way up, puts up a shot, no good. Rebound comes down. Seamer puts it up and in. And now Seiler was a little slow to get up there. 42-29, 5:23 remaining.
Kedra Seamer's been great on the offensive boards tonight for sure.
So Pelock will come the other way with it. Raby now has it. Lots of pushing and shoving going down there. 3 ball in the air is no good, in and out. Rebound comes down to Lamberson. Now it's tipped away. And Pelock has it. She'll go to drive and will not get a shot off. Well, she gets the shot off, but they're going to say the foul happened before the shot. And I think they're going to give that to Delilah Taylor, which they do. That'll be the 8th team foul. 2 on Delilah, and that puts Pelock at the line again.
Addie Arnold in the game, trying to get some extra shooting here. McKedry will take a rest.
That's good with Seamer with that 4 fouls.
Right.
So Pelak will shoot here. First one up and good. Pelak is a 66% foul shooter. Next one's up. And that is also good. Checking into the game for Wauseon is Ellie Rodriguez. She's the only player that is coming off the bench for Wauseon the entire night.
She's done an all right job filling in, but let's see how Bryan handles this turned up pressure from Wauseon. Looks like it might be a turnover. Yep,
they do. Pelak puts up a shot, no good. Rebound. They're going to get a foul on Seiler over the back with the contact. That'll be the 4th foul on Seiler. So Seiler and Seamer each with 4. And the Bears have had trouble with this press here late in the game. It seemed like they could get out of it early on, but now it's ratcheted up a little bit more. Lamberson will bring it up. Does get out of it. Bounce pass over to Antigo. Antigo to Taylor. Taylor now back to Lamberson. Now over to Arnold. Arnold gives to Miley, loses the basketball. Now she gets it back. Bounce pass over, and now back out to Antigo. And back to Arnold, now back to Lamberson. Lamberson will dribble drive, then give out to Taylor. Taylor to Antigo, can't get the pass, and Seiler will take it back up. Seiler heads all the way to the left-hand side, right in the corner with around 2 Lady Bears, and back out. Rodriguez now with it to Pelak. Cross court to Seiler. Seiler put up a 3. That one is no good. Rebound came down to Lamberson. Nice job. Lamberson had a Wauseon Indian all over her back and was able to get it. Now the pass gets away from Lamberson. Shot is missed. Now the Bears have it again. And we're going to get a timeout from Coach Grosjean. Probably a good timeout as the Bears were just really frustrated with that pressure from Wauseon. 3:53 remaining, 42-31. And it's a 30-second timeout. We'll just keep this one right here. And boy, lots of pressure for Wauseon, having trouble for the Lady Bears.
Right, and you can tell Wauseon senses the moment right now. They saying, we got to get some turnovers. We're down 11 right now. We're fighting for the league right now. And they're turning the pressure up. And Bryan's going to do a better job. You don't have Reese Growhouse on the floor right now. He's really the main ball handler. And so, you know, Bryan's got to find a way to fill that void and take care of the ball here down the stretch. And you also got to limit Wauseon to 1 shot and get the rebound, take care of it, and don't let them get extra possessions.
Shalyn Miley will inbound for the Lady Bears. They lead 42-31 here with 3:53 remaining. Bears will get it up. Cross court. Back to Arnold. Arnold will go back to Antigo. Antigo will get back to Arnold. Now back to Miley. Miley will drive. Move to the left. Now spin. Run into some trouble. Back out to Zimmerman. Now cross court to Arnold. Lady Bears don't need any points here. They just need to control the basketball here and make good shots. Lamberson with it, top of the key, then back over to Antigo, to Miley at the foul line. Miley will bounce pass over, back to Lamberson. Lamberson outside the 3-point arc.
Bryan's more than okay in doing this right now, just kind of stalling the clock.
And Miley loses the basketball and then knocks it back away. And we're going to get a foul, I think, on, let's see if it's on Seiler or on Carroll. It's going to be on Carroll, so that'll be Carroll's 3rd foul. Now the next foul the Lady Bears will be shooting. So it was 7-1, and right now it's 8-6 in terms of fouls.
Yeah, it's kind of caught up here as Shalyn Miley will come off the floor. You know, I just said it, but Lady Bears don't mind passing the ball around, taking care of it. They got to take care of it, and they can't turn it over.
Antigo will get it in. Now over to Arnold. Arnold back to Antigo. To Seamer. Seamer looks to drive. Loses the basketball, gets it back. Out to Lamberson. Lamberson to Zimmerman. Now back to Antigo. Now to Arnold in the corner. Arnold will work around a screen, then bounce pass over to Lamberson. Again, the Bears just trying to move the ball around, kill some time as it's 2:31, and they lead by 11. Arnold in the corner gets knocked out of bounds. Will stay with the Bears. 42-31, and we're going to get a timeout from Wauseon. This one we will take with him, whether it's a full or a 30. It is a 30. Back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
I wanted to learn the skills to get ahead in my career, and thanks to Northwest State, I'm well on my way to a great job with a local company.
NSCC is my community's college.
Contact our advising center today.
Back on the Golden Bear Sports Network, 42-31. And the Bears on top of this one, and we're here late in the fourth quarter, and what is the Bears need to do right here?
Well, we just talked about it, Chris. They got to just keep passing the ball around, keep taking care of the ball. And if they happen to get on defense, limit the Wauseon Indians to one shot. You can't give Seiler, you can't give, blanking, Pilak another shot, because they're going to convert. So 2:26 to go. Let's see if the Lady Bears can close this one out.
Wauseon has stepped up the defense after the timeout. Now Lamberson will come through the middle, then give to Seamer, then back out to Lamberson, now to Arnold. Arnold with the basketball. Pilak defending, over to Zimmerman, now in the corner to Antigo. Skips it, it's a turnover for the Lady Bears. Pilak coming the other way. Arnold sits, and Pilak puts it up and in. So lots of time taken off the clock there, but no points for the Lady Bears. 42-33.
Let's see how they handle the press. 2 minutes to play.
And we've got a timeout from Coach Grosjean, because the Bears were getting dangerously close to that 10-second clock.
Good timeout.
And with a minute 50 to play, we are at timeout. 42-33. Back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network, presented by BMU.
We know in life that we take time to celebrate life events. We help families honor the lives of those they love by highlighting what made their loved ones special and honoring the legacy that was left.
We are often very busy, but we encourage families to slow down, take time to gather together, and celebrate the impact their loved one had on their life. Allow us to work with you when the need arises to create a personalized and meaningful service. Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home, we are always here when you need us.
You don't always see them, and they don't always see you. That's the time to call Jason Dietz Collisions and Customs in Edgerton. Many of today's vehicles feature very durable and lightweight aluminum construction, and we are proud to be one of the few shops in the area with the proper tools and certified technicians to bring that aluminum beauty back to life. Jason Dietz Collisions and Customs on State Route 6 on the east side of Edgerton.
Back on the Golden Bear Sports Network, 42-33, Bears lead. They will inbound after the timeout. Zimmerman with the basketball. Bounce pass over to Lamberson. Lamberson will drive the lane, then come back out. Now to Addie Arnold. Arnold goes left side, then gives out to Lamberson. Bears just trying to move the ball around to Zimmerman. They have the lead here. Seamer with it. Now to Arnold. Basically a big game of keep away.
Right. Lady Bears doing a great job with it.
It took a long time for that whistle to happen, but they're going to call a foul on Seiler. I was wondering what was happening out here. She ran right into Lamberson. That'll put him at the line to shoot 1-1. The big story, if you're just joining us, Reese Grotehouse got knocked out of the game with what appeared to be a knee issue, and hoping that it's not serious, but you never know.
Just hoping for the best, Chris.
Yep.
And, you know, that would be a big blow to this team. She's so talented, and you just hate to see anyone come down with an injury.
First one is up and good for Lamberson, which means she'll get another one, a 10-point lead again for the Lady Bears. I think they've been ahead by as many as 15. This makes it 11, so she's perfect from the line. 44-33, minute 23 remaining. Bears continue to put pressure on them. Pilak breaks it though, will come straight through the middle of the key, put up a shot, no good. Rebound bounced around, and we're gonna get a jump ball, and it will stay right here with Wauseon. Nice job there by Seamer to come in and just grab the basketball and not cause a foul. So Wauseon will inbound with a minute 14 to play. Inbound is knocked out by Raby, and they're going to say that it was knocked out by a Lady Bear.
You get a stop here, Bryan's probably going to win this game. Got to limit them to one shot here and get that rebound.
Meyer with the basketball. She will give to Seiler. Seiler double teamed. Now they give to Raby. Raby will work around a screen. Now she's double teamed. And Bears are gonna steal. No, they don't. Pelak gets it, and we're gonna get a timeout for Coach Seiler. Looked like the Bears had it trapped over there, but we'll just keep it here and thank our sponsors bringing you the game here on the Golden Bear Sports Network. They include Grimm Paints, BMU Cable and High-Speed Internet, Krill Funeral Service, Northwest State Community College, Veteran Services of Williams County, Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, the Bryan Athletic Boosters, Jason Deach Collision and Custom, and Bryan Ford Lincoln. So good game here, 44-33. Bears on top of this one. Chris Malenga and Caleb Zuber here with you. And Caleb, again, appreciate you filling in some for over the holidays and hope you've enjoyed it. And, you know, as you head back to Ball State, we wish you the best of luck.
Yep, thanks for the experience, the opportunity, and good luck to you the rest of the year and all your calls that you're going to be doing, and I'll be watching.
Thanks. Pelak, 3-ball, carries it. Oh my goodness.
Huge shot there for Wauseon.
Yep. And now the Bears need to get it in. They get it to Miley. Miley will move it up quickly, gets it over that timeline, and they're going to foul her. Pelak will actually commit the foul, and that'll put Miley to the line. She's a 57% free throw shooter. And now if you can make foul shots, you can extend this game and extend this lead and shorten this game, I mean.
Yeah. Pelak with 15 tonight, Chris. And we talked about it at the beginning. She's been so good for this Wauseon team.
Well, she basically got double her average.
Right.
I mean, you know, and she stepped up when Seiler was limited. Seiler limited just 5. She averages 20. So the Bears did a good job on her. Next one by Miley is good. 46-36, 10-point lead. 42 seconds to play. Wauseon will bring it up. The Bears playing D, trying to poke things away. Raby with it. Top to Seiler. Pursuing her. Picks up her dribble. Gives over to Carroll. Now over to Raby, right side. Again, double teamed. Carroll puts up a shot, and it is good. And we're going to get another timeout by Wauseon as they're looking to extend this game. It's 46-38.
Wauseon saved all their timeouts for the fourth quarter.
Absolutely, and they are out of them now. So we'll take a 30-second timeout. Be back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Things just aren't the way they used to be. Whatever happened to businesses that were eager to please you? At Krill Funeral Service, we offer the same outstanding service we offered decades ago. Are we hopelessly out of style? We certainly hope so. Krill Funeral Service, 860 West Mulberry Street in Bryan.
Back on the Golden Bear Sports Network, 46-38. Bryan leads here, and they can win this game and go undefeated in the league and put Wauseon to 1-1 in the league. Wauseon just scored here. It's an 8-point lead, and let's see what the Bears can do here.
Just got to take care of it. Don't turn it over. Just draw the foul here, get to the line, make it a 10-point game, and that should seal it.
So looks like Wauseon will probably foul whoever gets the ball. They give to Seamer. They'll come over, now to Miley, and they'll foul her. So Miley will head to the line for 2 more. Well, 1-1. That's actually going to foul out Cadence Carroll.
That's her 5th.
So Kaylin Ersum will come in, 5'3" freshman. Miley will head to the line for 1-1. First one, no good. Rebound comes down to Seamer and gets hit to the floor. No foul is called. I'll tell you what, some of this officiating has not been the best. They've let them knock each other around.
Just a physical league game, Chris, that's all.
Pelak will pick up foul number 3.
Nothing like NWAL physical basketball, that's for sure.
One of the oldest leagues in the state, very physical lead in all sports.
That's right. Good for Shallon, you know, she's kind of been held scoreless here up until the fourth quarter, these couple free throws, so good to see her kind of get on the board here.
Next one is up and good. So it's a 10-point lead again. Bears will just pull back and play defense. Wauseon try to draw some contact. 3-ball in the air is good. And that'll end it. And the Lady Bears win this one by a score of 48-41. They will move to 2-0 in the league. 1-1 in the NWOAL. Back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network. Hey, Tony. He's not
Helping
listening.
others isn't just kindness, it's my life. That's why I chose Northwest State.
All roads begin at Northwest State. Visit northweststate.com. We know in life that we take time to celebrate life events. We help families honor the lives of those they love by highlighting what made their loved ones special and honoring the legacy that was left.
We are often very busy, but we encourage families to slow down, take time to gather together, and celebrate the impact their loved one had on their life. Allow us to work with you when the need arises to create a personalized and meaningful service. Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home, we are always here when you need it.
This, Mr. Stanton, is the Ford F-150. It is the all-time best-selling truck in history of the world. Recently intercepted engineering designs show that it, the new Ford Mach-E, and the Ford Bronco are about to cause dramatic changes to the transportation industry. Your mission, if you and your team choose to accept it, is to expose these revolutionary vehicles to the world. This message will self-destruct you.
If you have a do-it-yourself painting job that really matters, you need professional-grade PPG paint from Grimm Paint Supply, located just north of Bryan at the intersection of County Road G and County Road 15. Whether it's interior, exterior, deck or barn paint, industry alkyds, and Durethane, Grimm Paint Supply has everything you need, including brushes, rollers, and trays, and can mix your specific color right there on the spot. When you use a professional grade paint, it may cost a couple bucks more up front, but it will keep you off the ladder and end up saving you money in the long term. If the paint job really counts, call Grimm Paint Supply, 419-633-4979.
Bryan Lady Bears victorious over the Wauseon Indians here in this NWOAL contest. Bears move to 2-0 in the league. Wauseon is 1-1 in the league. Chris Malenga, Caleb Zuver, but one side effect here, Reese Roadhouse went down with an injury, and we're hoping that it is not serious, but it did not look good when she came off.
Yeah, it's depressing. I took the life out of this place for a little bit. Reese is so loved by her teammates, by fans, and she's just a great person, and she already battled back from one ACL injury, and you hate to say that word, and you hope it's not, but just hoping for the best right now, and really just feeling for her. But her teammates tonight did a great job of winning this league game.
Absolutely. We are in our Oberlin Turnbull post-game show. Why don't we take a look at some final stats here?
Yep, Autumn Pelak, who I thought was great for Wauseon tonight, finished with 15. Chelsea Raby finished with 9. Marissa Seiler with 5. Carol had added 2, and then Meyer I thought was really, really impressive. She had 10 tonight for Wauseon inside. I thought she played a great game.
Everybody but Seiler got more than their averages tonight because of that.
I don't know if you could have guessed that coming in. You would have thought Seiler would have led the team in scoring again, but they did a great job of containing her, and it kind of left everybody else open consequently. You look at Delilah Taylor for Bryan as we go through Bryan's scores. She had 6, and I thought she played a key role off the bench, was playing defense and then hitting a couple threes. Mackenzie Seamer, who I thought was the best player tonight for Bryan. She was great on the offensive boards, getting put back. She had 13. Shalom Miley added 4. Reese Growhouse added 11. Brooke Lamberson with 9, and Chloe Antigo, another one, only had 5 points, but she did everything else for the Lady Bears tonight and helped them come out with this league win.
Our next game, meanwhile, is a week from this Friday. The Bears, the men play Archbold right here at Bryan High School, and we'll have that one for you next Friday night on the Golden Bear Sports Network with about 7 o'clock pregame. So, Caleb, again, thank you for coming in and doing some of these games, and hope you enjoyed it. And we wish you the best of luck going forward as you continue your career at Ball State.
Thanks, BMU, and thanks, Chris, and thanks to everybody who works at BMU for the opportunity, and it was definitely fun. We'll have to do it again sometime.
Want to thank our broadcast crew. Our director is Eric Herman, our production assistant Chris KB Bryce, our cameras tonight Tony Malenga and Parker Rosebrook, our athletic department Chad Savage and Teresa Kuzmal. Thank you for all you do. The BHS art department Matt Neff and Stephanie Ponzak, WQCT Radio. And one final time from Bryan High School for Caleb Zuber. I am Chris Malenga. Your final score, Bryan 48, Wauseon 41. This has been a production of BMU Video. This broadcast is copyrighted by BMU and the Board of Public Affairs for the private use of our audience. Any duplication or other use of this broadcast, including descriptions or accounts of the game, without BMU's consent is prohibited. Have a great night, everybody.